Hello, everyone. In this video, we're just going to talk a little bit about rings. So, just an informal conversation on rings. So, what is a ring? So, a ring, which we can denote as a triple. So, R is a set, and we have two operations, which we'll call addition and multiplication on this set. So, a ring is a set, okay, together with two binary operations, together with two binary operations. One which we call addition, that's the plus sign, and the other which we call multiplication, which is the little dot there, which we call addition and multiplication. Defined on R such that the following all holds. We have three conditions for R together with these binary operations to be a ring. So the first is that R together with addition is an abelian group. Right? That means that it's a set with a binary operation um, that is associative. It has an identity element, and every element has an inverse. So it's an abelian group, and it's commutative, right? So abelian means that the operation is commutative. So that would mean that A plus B is equal to B plus A for all A, B, and R. That's what it means to be abelian or commutative. Same thing. The second thing we have to have is that the multiplication is associative. So star or dot is associative. So multiplication is associative on R. So it doesn't have to be a group under multiplication. We're just going to require that it's associative. And the third condition is that we have the distributive laws, both the left and the right distributive law. And if you're wondering, well, why do you have to have a left and a right? Well, again, it's because we're not requiring the multiplication to be commutative. There are commutative rings, in which case, you don't need to say left and right, but for the bare bones definition of a ring, that is what we're going to define. Notice there's no identity element either. We're not defining what it means to be a ring with identity. There's no multiplicative identity is necessary at this point. So for all A, B, C, and R, we have A dot B plus C is equal to A dot B plus A dot C, or times. Maybe it's better to say times. And likewise, we have A plus B times C is equal to A times C plus B times C. And these are the distributive laws. This one is called the left distributive law, and this one is called the right distributive law. So these are the distributive laws for a ring. So if you have a set with two binary operations, one which is called addition, one which is called multiplication, and you have these three conditions, then you have what is called a ring. Okay, a ring. Okay, pretty cool. So common examples of a ring. So let's look at an example here. An example of a ring would be the complex numbers together with addition and multiplication. So the complex numbers under addition form an abelian group. That's pretty obvious. Given two complex numbers, you add them, you get a complex number, so you have a binary operation. The addition is associative. That follows because the addition of real numbers is associative. There's an identity element, and every element has an inverse. And this is under addition. So this is an abelian group. So that's the first condition. Two, multiplication of complex numbers is associative. So star or dot is associative. the set of complex numbers. And three, the distributive laws hold for complex numbers. It's pretty obvious. So the distributive laws hold. This is actually a commutative ring, right? Because the multiplication of complex numbers is commutative, and you do have an identity element, which is one. So everything is fine here. All right. So another example, you could basically say any subset of the complex numbers that's a group under addition and closed under multiplication is also going to be a ring. So, for example, the set of integers under addition and multiplication, set of rational numbers under addition and multiplication, set of real numbers under addition and multiplication. These are all also going to be rings. So again, any subset of the complex numbers that is a group under addition and closed under multiplication will also be a commutative ring. So pretty clear there. So not super hard. So these are basic examples of a ring. And I just wanted to show you in this short video uh, simple examples of the most basic rings. And you can look at other examples as well. For example, just briefly here. So for example, if you have R, if R is a ring, and by the way, when I do this, we're assuming that we have, addition and multiplication, but it's just shorthand for a ring. And you can let this here be the set. This is the set of all n by n matrices with entries from R. This is going to be a ring under the usual operations of addition and multiplication because this under addition will form a group. Under multiplication, it won't necessarily form a group. So this is actually going to be a ring. So this here will be a ring where addition here is matrix addition and multiplication is matrix multiplication. So this is going to be a ring in this example. So just wanted to talk a little bit about rings, give you some examples. Nothing too complicated. Check out my math courses. I actually have a course on abstract algebra. Link is in the description or on my website, mathsorcerer.com or freemathvids.com. Get it using my links, please. It's a course on abstract algebra. It's mostly on group theory, though. And check out my books. Links in the description. As always, take care.